90 Day Fiance star Pedro Jimeno finally took Sophie Sierra on a super romantic date after keeping all the issues they had with each other. They spent a great time together, and before they returned, Pedro made Sophie blush by giving her a quick sneak peek of his thing. Yes, you read that right. Apparently, he gave a glance at his assets to Sophie, and the latter turned red. Pedro further promised Sophie that he could offer Sophie more, and there was a lot to show. Is this true? Did Sophie accept this offer? What kind of date did they have? Keep on reading to learn more about Sophie and Pedro's super romantic hot date, because this tea is steamy and romantic. 90 Day Fiance star Sophie Sierra had a lot of issues with Pedro Jimeno because they weren't on the same page when it came to their relationship status. The latter already assumed that they were in a committed relationship, while Sierra wasn't really sure about anything and wanted to take things slow. But Sophie's date with Pedro changed a lot of things. She admitted to the cameras that she loved this side of him and was attracted to him because of it. The celeb admired that Pedro was carefree and fun-loving around her, and she was enjoying herself a lot in his presence. 90 Day Fiance star Pedro Jimeno arranged everything that a girl writes about in her diary. He arranged a horse ride with Sophie beside the setting sun. They were both on horses, riding at the edge of the beach while they were evidently having a lot of fun. Apparently, this was a new experience for Sierra as well because the most romantic thing she did in America was to go on a dinner date. Hence, Sophie openly admitted that a beach date with a horse beside the ocean was really romantic in her terms. As Pedro made Sierra really happy, he felt that he could have a look at her back. Yes, he did try to sneak and catch a glimpse while Sophie did the same, but Pedro evidently was way more generous in giving away some sneak peeks. Pedro quickly spun around and slid his pants down. He cheekily flashed his back and proudly called his Dominican butt. He even teased Sophie with a grin, saying, "I can show you more." Sophie couldn't help but burst into laughter and said, "But crack on the beach." But this doesn't mean that she didn't like what she saw. Sophie complimented Pedro for having great curves and admitted that the quick sneak peek was amazing. However, they appeared to be really comfortable with each other, and even Pedro wanted to make more memories with Sophie. He admitted that he was willing to erase all the bad things they had in the past. Stay tuned for more.